Hey NBA fans, it's your girl Queen Chill Mode coming at you with another NBA playoff preview video. And in this video, I'll preview the Eastern Conference Semifinals between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Boston Celtics as two of the NBA's young and up-and-coming teams get set to renew an old rivalry. But before we get into the keys of how both teams could advance in this series, let's take a look at the backstory of how both teams got here. First up, the Philadelphia 76ers. They defeated the Miami Heat 4-1 by using a balanced offensive attack in which 6 players averaged double figures. Ben Simmons nearly averaged a triple-double with 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. The Philadelphia 76ers also received excellent contributions from their shooters, from J.J. Redick to Dario Saric to Ersan Ilyasova, and of course, Marco Bellinelli. And who can forget Joel Embiid, who came back the final 3 games of the series to provide physical play and imposing defense. As for the Celtics, they came out victorious in a hard-fought 7-game series versus the Milwaukee Bucks by showing resilience, mental toughness, and of course, protecting the home court. Now let's take a look at a few of the things that are going to be keys to both teams' success if they hope to prepare in advance to the next round. First up, let's take a look at the Celtics. One of the keys to the Celtics' success against the Milwaukee Bucks was their defense, so that's going to continue to be the success when they take on the 76ers. However, the 76ers are a total different animal, and one of the keys is going to be getting physical on defense. They're going to need to ramp it up even more. They're going to have to deal with a physical freak of nature in Joel Embiid, a 6'10" point guard with rare playmaking ability in Ben Simmons, and a super sharpshooter in J.J. Redick. Speaking of J.J. Redick, he scored 24 points or more in all 4 victories that the 76ers had against the Heat. So in other words, when J.J. Redick goes off, the 76ers win. So it's going to be imperative that the Boston Celtics do all they can to limit him in his success. One of the players I expect that they will put on him will more than likely be Marcus Smart. He's a very physical defender. He can be an irritant defender, so he could find his way playing J.J. Redick throughout this series. Another key defensive matchup is going to be whoever guards Joel Embiid. I expect the Boston Celtics to, at the very least, start off with Al Horford on him, as he's one of the better big man defenders in the NBA. Also, throughout the regular season, when these two teams played each other, Joel Embiid was limited to 15 points or less in 2 of those 3 meetings when he was guarded by Al Horford. He also only shot 35%. So you can look to see that matchup. Another matchup could another player that could also take his shot at guarding Joel Embiid would be Aaron Baines, who's also a physical defender. You might see this more often simply because Al Horford is going to need to score, and the last thing the Celtics would want to do is have one of their better scoring players wear himself down trying to guard one of the most physical, imposing players in the league. Another matchup that that's going to be important for the Celtics to defend is going to be their matchup against Ben Simmons. You know, he could be very well guarded by Morris, who has the size. Semi Ojeleye was pretty good in the last round, but you could also see Marcus Smart against him as well. Another key to the success of the Celtics in this series is going to be bench production. With Jaylen Brown doubtful for Game 1 of this series, that more than likely will mean Marcus Smart will come from the bench and into the starting lineup. So it's going to be imperative that the Celtics bench step up their game. Most notably, they're going to need Marcus Morris to be very consistent in this series. He had some decent games against the Bucks in the last series, but they're going to need more for him in this series if the Celtics hope to advance. Also look for midseason acquisition Greg Monroe to have a bigger role in this series than he did in the previous one. Greg Monroe brings interior scoring and rebounding. Now keep in mind that the 76ers led the NBA in rebounding in the regular season. So some of Greg Monroe's greatest attributes will bode well in this series versus the Milwaukee series. Also, you could very well see an increased role in minutes from players like Semi Ojeleye, and don't be surprised if Shane Larkin gets more minutes in this series as well. It's going to be imperative that the Celtics find scoring and find it consistently throughout, especially if Jaylen Brown is not able to get back in this series. Hamstring injuries definitely can be inconsistent, so you just never know. Now, moving on to the 76ers. the key for the 76ers to win this series is going to be controlling pace. The Celtics struggled in the Bucks series when the Bucks got out in transition. The 76ers, they're going to need to be active on offense. They're going to need to open up the floor and get out on transition. And they're also going to need to avoid becoming stagnant. If they can do this, Boston will have a tough time winning this series. Another key that I feel that is going to be paramount to the Sixers' success is going to be taking care of the basketball. Philadelphia averaged 16 turnovers in their first round matchup against the Heat. And Boston's the type of team that thrives off making teams pay for their mistakes. So it is imperative that Philadelphia take care of the basketball. And also, Boston is a team that's going to struggle to score with yet their leading scorer in the playoffs being out. So they're going to be looking for other ways to get points. And if you take good care of the basketball, you could very well put the Celtics in a bad spot. Now for my prediction. Boston has been resilient all season, and the playoffs were no different. Their mental toughness was on display throughout, and they have the home court advantage. The C's have intangibles grit, but the 76ers have talent, and with the injuries, I think the injuries will finally catch up to the Celtics. So with that being said, I'm taking the Sixers in 6 games. All right, y'all. This has been another Queen Chill Mode production. I want to thank you all again for taking